everyone. Welcome. Welcome. Great to have you here. We have a very cheerful service for you today, at least music-wise. Is it a stand up and sing or a sit down and sing?
Oh, it's stand up.
Okay, if you're able, why don't we stand and we'll sing.
Let's make a couple Christmas tunes.
Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight, we're happy tonight, walking in a winter wonderland. Gone away is the bluebird, here to stay is a new bird. He sings a love song as we go along, walking in a winter wonderland. In the meadow we can build a snowman and pretend that he is Parson Brown. He'll say, are you married? We'll say, no, man, but you can do the job when we're in town. Later on we'll conspire as we dream by the fire. With face unafraid, the plans that we've made, walking in a winter wonderland. In the meadow we can build a snowman and pretend that he's Parson Clown. We'll the puzzle marins with their snowman until the other kitties knock him down. Then it snows, ain't it thrilling? Oh, my nose gets a chillin'. We'll frolic and play the CSL way, walking in a winter wonderland. Walking in a winter wonderland, walking in a winter wonderland. Woo!
Welcome, everyone. Take a moment and greet someone maybe you haven't met yet. If you're joining us online, type something in the chat. We made it. Yeah, terrible. I should know it by heart. There's a lot of words on that. There is a lot of words. It's so awesome how full it is the last few. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I am getting the message is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here.
And if we have any kiddos here with us today, please come up to the front of the stage and join your teachers to go out and do some fun stuff.
Yep, and I forgot to tell you that first we're going to do Advent. And so, wonderful to see you. Choose an animal, you guys. Choose one of the animals. Oh. Rabbit, horse, lion, lizard. You could share. You want to share? Good. Okay, so for those of you just joining us, unlike the Christian Advent, which is centered around progressing to the birth of Jesus, this is the Waldorf version of Advent, and it's a nature Advent. And so, kids, would you be willing to kind of stand up and hold your animal up? So Michael's going to light the candles. The first light of Advent is the light of stones. Stones that live in crystals, seashells, and bones. The second light of Advent is the light of plants, roots, stems, leaf, flower, fruit, by whom we live and grow. And this one is the third light of Advent. It's the light of the beasts, animals of farm, field, forest, air, and seas. All await their birth, and in the greatest and the least. So, all right, what'd you pick?
I chose lizard.
Lizard, and you have pig, and you have bunny. What do you have? Lion.
And I have an owl that can pull me through.
Yes, it's a very cool owl, the best of the puppets. And then you have horse. Well, these are just representative of all the animals, and thank you very much for helping with Advent. We're going to sing you out to your outdoor classroom.
Hooray for the world, I'm glad to be on it. Hooray for the world, I'm glad to be on it. Hooray for the world, it's a special place. Mother Nature and the human race. The world's got trees and bumblebees, the rivers and lakes and the open seas, mountains and valleys and the animals too, and the sun that shines on me and you. Hooray for the world, I'm glad to be on it. Hooray for the world, I'm glad to be on it. Hooray for the world, it's a special place. We got Mother Nature and the human race. Got Mother Nature and the human race.
Thank you, guys. This is fun. It's like, I know, right? Yeah, I'm dressed in my Christmas finery. Charlie Brown Christmas. So hi, I'm Michael Tatlock. I'm a practitioner of the day here. And a couple of things. Please turn off your phones. Put them on vibrate. Also, if you see people wandering around with these, again, let me remind you, not a fashion statement, but we are available as practitioners to offer you prayer. That's what we do. So if you feel you need it, come and see one of us, like Mary or Cindy or Wanda or myself, and we'd be happy to sit around and just do a little prayer for you. Also, I want to thank, Wanda and Cindy for meditating, and Rana for being Pod 2. All these people help the community be the community. So if you just take a minute, take a nice deep breath, settle back in your chair, and know with me that there's one power, one presence, one creative flow that touches everything and everyone. And as the days have grown longer, the seeds that we have planted throughout the year are fertile and ready to burst forth. and become the new vision, the new beingness that is CSL Bellingham. And today, we all come together to celebrate that and to grow with it and to be the next iteration of that. And we're all supported throughout this entire process today, from Dr. Andrea's speech to the wonderful Christmas music that we're receiving. And it all comes together and we are uplifted and we grow bigger and better than we were before. And I just declare that good and know that we have good and more good that is always ours. And from that, I just simply say, and so it is.
So it is.
Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know. I am opening. I am opening. My heart is ready to receive. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know. Be still and know. Be still and know. It's not in trying, but in trusting. It's not in running, but in resting. It's not in wondering, but in praying, that we find the strength of the one. I am waiting, waiting. I allow myself to wait. I am waiting, waiting. I allow myself to wait. The sky is dark, the days are cold. It's the time of year to go deep inside and know that the light will come again. But for now, I rest.
I listen. I am waiting, waiting. I allow myself to wait. I am waiting, I am waiting. I allow myself to wait. My life's been moving way too fast. I need to stop and take a breath to see what my heart wants me to do. But for now, I rest, and I listen. I am waiting, waiting. I allow myself to wait. I am waiting, I am waiting. I allow myself to wait. I allow myself to stop. I allow myself to rest. I allow myself.
Thank you. That was beautiful. Good morning again. Welcome, welcome. So the topic today has to do with the monthly theme, which is living beautifully, and the topic is seeing in the dark. And it has to do with a quote that is anonymous. I don't know who said it, about 1 billion people probably. It goes like this: in the midst of darkness, light persists. And so really this talk is about what happens when we find ourselves in the dark. Perhaps it's the darkness of the mystery, just not knowing, or it could be the darkness of a mood. It could be the darkness of despair over something or grief. But in all cases, when we come into the dark, this is where the rubber meets the road with spiritual practice, which is why for all these years I've been saying, do your spiritual practice, like a broken record, because it's easy when everything is illumined and we're in joy and we're having this awareness of how beautiful our life is. It's another thing when all of that goes away and we're in the dark and sometimes can't seem to find our way. And so, of course, for all time, sacred humans have had this experience of having glorious parts and having not glorious parts, and working with both. And so I brought a couple of things that I think have helped me a lot. The first one, Michael Meade actually referenced, and for a while there I was in world religions as a minor, and so I got to study a lot of the world's traditions, including the Upanishads. And the Upanishads are like one of the most ancient texts that we have, and they're in the Hindu tradition, and they're very ornate, I guess would be one word. They have a lot in them, lots of stories, lots of everything. And so this is just one little tiny itsy bitsy part that Meade pulled out, and I appreciated him doing it, that talks about what happens when a sacred human is in the dark. So it begins with a king and an old sage. And the sage is being questioned at the court by the king, who understands the material world, but realizes that at times a deeper knowledge of existence is required. So, beginning with what he knows best, the king asked the sage, "By what light do human beings go out, do their work, and return?" "By the light of the sun," answered the sage. "But if the light of the sun is extinguished, then by the light of the moon they will go." And so question and answer proceeded, each exchange leading to a darker place. If the moon is extinguished, then by starlight. If even the stars are canceled, then by the light of a fire. But what if the fire of life, and I don't know if any of you have been in this place, what if the fire of life is in danger of being quenched? "What then?" the king asked. "By the light of the self," the sage replied. By the light of the self. And so for me, this points us right back to the tradition and the teaching that, there's so many stories about this. They all want to be said, but I'm just going to say, thank you, stories. That's okay. Within us lies a light that is unquenchable. It is our truest nature. It is the eternal part of our nature. And even when the darkness is deepest, if we find a way to turn within, there is an illumination that is available to us even then. A story came back to me that I told when it was happening. I had a dear friend named Judy Menino. Judy had breast cancer and had a very, very difficult time. And so she decided one night in the dark that she would line all of her pill bottles up on the window ledge, and at a certain time, she would take them all and kill herself. And something urged her, as she was laying on the floor by those pills, to call my friend Sue Miller-Bourne, who was my assistant minister. And Sue, who's also at that point was a registered nurse, said, "Judy, I understand why you would choose that, I do. But can you wait until the dawn? And just allow yourself to wait, just like the song." And so Judy waited. I don't know what made her do that. I don't know, except that there was this assurance of the dawn that Sue was speaking to. And so when the dawn came, Judy actually had an enlightenment experience because she had been so close to death during those dark hours. And now the light had come. She had waited long enough to move out of the dark. And she, for the rest of her life, maintained an illumined consciousness. This is not necessarily a recommendation, by the way. But it was incredibly impressive. And, just side note about Judy, Judy appeared to be crazy for a while because she was so illumined that she couldn't see anything but the light in other people, including her oncologists and and the mailman, and she found this illumination through Hafiz, the writings of Hafiz. So she got the writings of Hafiz and she was giving it to everybody. I still have her copy that she gave me. It was so sweet. So this story is to say that there is something indelible and illumined. It's almost like a lamp that we carry inside of ourselves that has shutters from the personality self sometimes. And only when we turn within and look deeply do the shutters become removed sometimes, especially if we're walking in the deep dark of a different and difficult time. Mary Oliver had darkness in her life, and I believe a lot of poets experience darkness in order to bring forward the light of their wisdom through words. And one of her most famous poems is one that I dearly love, and many of you know it. It's called Wild Geese. And listen to it from the angle of understanding that Mary had darkness as well. You do not have to be good. You do not have to walk on your knees for 100 miles through the desert repenting. You only have to let the soft animal of your body love what it loves. Tell me about despair, yours, and I will tell you mine. Meanwhile, the world goes on. Meanwhile, the sun and the clear pebbles of the rain are moving across the landscapes, over the prairies and the deep trees, the mountains and the rivers. Meanwhile, the wild geese, high in the clean blue air, are heading home again. Whoever you are, no matter how lonely, the world offers itself to your imagination, calls to you like the wild geese, harsh and exciting, over and over, announcing your place in the family of things. Beautiful poem. And so one of the things that I know from my own spiritual practice is that if I am practicing enough, doesn't have to be like perfect, but if I'm practicing enough and I come into a place where I see no light in my outer life, I begin to turn to nature, I begin to turn within, and in those two places I see a light that lifts me long enough for me to begin to put one foot in front of another, in front of another. And what I understand about sacred humans is that we have an instinct for survival. And we also have a deep, deep capacity to create. And that over and over and over in our lives, impermanence will shift the nature of our life in different ways. And as that shift occurs, we have the opportunity, if we're alert because of the spiritual practice, to notice that things are changing and to begin to create, to tap into the capacity to imagine and allow the world to help us with our imagining of what the next will be. So one of the things that I was thinking about is all these years, for 40 years, one of the things that I've been doing is having retreats with women, with couples, with everybody. And often in those retreats, because we have the time to slow down and come together in a space where we're practicing through song, through prayer, through meditation, often there's a chance to offer a visualization. And more often than not, somewhere in visualizations, I'm sure you've all done them, there's an opportunity. I'm going to give you an example. There's an opportunity to find your way. Okay, so you're finding your way. Maybe you're out on a path, and you're walking along the path, and you see a cave up on the side of the hill, and you decide you're going to go explore the cave. So you walk up, scramble up. You get to the mouth of the cave, and you realize that you're supposed to go in. So very cautiously, because it's dark in there, you move into the cave. And as you move, you realize, oh, there's a light. There's a light in the cave. And you move toward the light. And you come face to face with a luminous being. Can you see that luminous being in your mind's eye? Could be Jesus or Buddha, Lao Tzu, could be a wise woman, could be a shaman, could be anyone really, your grandmother. But there in that cave, you come face to face with this being. And every single time we do a meditation like that, a visualization, that illumined being has something to offer. Wisdom, a gift, encouragement, a seeing of who you are in fact, not in personality, but your true self. And they convey that. And you leave the cave carrying what they've gifted you with. So my question to you is, how many of you saw a luminous being? Okay, not everybody's visual. How did you do that? How did you do that? And you did that. You thought it, you saw it, you heard it, you imagined it. You did that because it's already in you. The capacity to accept whatever that being shared with you is actually your own inner light reflecting back to you in that moment. It's all you. It's all me. And so when we begin to realize together that we're carrying something that we can actually contact and allow to speak truth to us, even in the dark places, we begin to move in the world in a different way. And so for me, in the midst of darkness, light persists, speaks of not only our own personal experience, but when we can connect to the light within, we then become a lamp for other people. Jesus famously said something like, don't hide your light under a bushel basket, meaning you carry this light, let it shine, like Judy did. Will you appear crazy to your friends? Maybe. Depends on your friends, right? But what will happen is the illumination that you've been gifted in this lifetime, shining out from you, will, all unknowing to you possibly, speak to someone in the dark. Shine a light there for them. That's what it'll do. It's happened to me over and over again, where I've been in a very deep, difficult place, and the light comes in the form of someone unexpected sometimes. Sometimes it's the cashier at Trader Joe's. Sometimes it's a friend, and sometimes it just comes through reading or a prayer or a song. But always there's a lift, there's a light, there's an opportunity to move step by step in the direction of the light. And so as we enter the season of the light in so many different traditions, one of the things to remember is a quote. I got it from my teacher, one of my teachers, Thich Nhat Hanh, but actually he got it from the Buddha. And it goes like this. One candle can light 1,000 candles, and the one candle will not be diminished. You're that candle. And in your own circle, you have the opportunity to illuminate so much. So I'll do a prayer for that, and we'll move into the rest of the service. Know with me as I know. There are no accidents. Each one of us has come here at this time, in this place, to be the light within the circle of our influence. I know for myself, and I know for you, that though that light may seem dim sometimes, it's actually burning, as it always has, in the deepest recesses of our truest nature. As I remember this about myself, I make a renewed commitment to practice deeply the spiritual practices that take me there. Prayer, meditation, song, poetry, writing, Tai Chi, yoga, all of the practices and so many more lead me back to the light within. And the more I strengthen my connection to that illumined place within, the more I am stable and centered and clear in the world, able to offer illumination outwardly as well. I am grateful for the presence of this light in all beings and in me, and so it is. Thank you. Well, I'm going to ask the ushers to prepare for the offertory, and we have Carol and Lynn today. And I want to thank you for any donations you can make to the center. We deeply appreciate it. And we'll be, oh, it's Clara. And so come on up, and thank you ahead of time for any gifts you can give financially and for all the gifts you bring the center in so many ways.
The God in me beholds the God in you. Namaste. The God in me beholds the God in you. Namaste. All is beautiful. All is well. All is beautiful. All is well. The God in me beholds the God in you. Namaste. The God in me beholds the God in you. Namaste. All is beautiful. All is well. All is beautiful. All is well.
Thank you. What lovely harmonies you guys are doing. Well, we have a special guest here today, and that is our friend Rita Johnson. Rita originated in Peru and lives now in, I think, Ferndale. And she became aware that women in Peru financially could not afford breast cancer treatment in that country. And so she began to work with the women and ask them to make things. And then she would bring them to the United States and sell them and then take the money back so that they could have treatment for breast cancer. So Rita is here in our classroom today, and she's hoping that maybe these will be holiday gifts that you would like to purchase, knowing that not only would you be gifting them to people in your life, but that your gift will go back to Peru to help women who are in real need. So she has all kinds of things, alpaca, all kinds of alpaca stuff, including shawls and socks and hats and leg warmers and gloves and all that sort of stuff. So do stop while you're having coffee and see what she's got and see if you can support that. We really think it's wonderful. And then this coming Saturday, I can't believe how fast this month is going, can you? Is our winter solstice celebration. Whether it snows or not, it doesn't look like it's going to snow. We will be here, and we will be having a lovely service starting at 7, and it goes for about an hour. We have beautiful music. We have a ritual that we invite people into followed by a candle lighting. And then we always have fires out on the upper meadow as a celebration of the light returning. So love to have you at 7 if that fits into your schedule. And then shortly after that on Tuesday, we have the Christmas Eve candle lighting service, a completely different kind of service. Jingle bells for the kids and carols singing, and the choir is leading us this year, and we get to hear a message from me at both services, as well as the story of Mary and Joseph making their way to Bethlehem. So a very sweet service also at 7. And then apparently we're having some party time. So the 29th, which is my last Sunday to be speaking for a while here at the center, we're having a potluck and we're inviting you to come and be a part of that celebration. And then on Saturday, January 4th at 4 p.m., we're just having a straight-on party with music and food. And because people are making food for this and not asking you to do that, we need you to pre-register for the party so that we make sure we have enough food for everybody, and it should be very, very fun. So the sign-up for the party is in the classroom where Rita is and where our board members will be sitting at the Ask Me desk. And then, once again, the morning of New Year's Eve, the 31st, at 4 a.m., Ronna Biggs has just been so great at leading us in a world healing meditation at 4 a.m. And you can do it at home, but really it is so beautiful to come together in the quiet and stillness of the early morning and be here in the classroom where it's warm and do this wonderful meditation together. So you're invited to come to that if you would like. And right now, it's time for us to stand, if we're able, and sing our way into the day.
Everyone should know this one.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel, fa la 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 la. Troll the ancient Yuletide carol, fa la 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 la. See the rising Yule before us, fa la 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 la. Strike the harp and join the chorus, fa la 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 la. While I sing in merry measure, fa la 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 la. While I tell of Yuletide treasure, fa la 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 la. Fast away the old year passes, fa la 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 la. Hail the new year, lads and lasses, fa la 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 la. Sing we joyous all together, fa la 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 la. Heedless of the wind and weather, fa la 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 la.
Have a wonderful week, everyone.
1, 2, 3, 4.